This next thing I'm going to cover, you might call me crazy, especially if you're new to this satanic imagery and these satanic things that go on behind closed doors and sometimes right in front of your eyes, like this situation. You might
behind closed doors and in front of the closed doors too. I don't even know why I'm bringing up the doors. It could be either way, and it doesn't matter.
They call me crazy for pointing out the fact that they chose to not send 5 and not to send 7, but to send 6 women to embark on this divine feminine mission.
6, like that we all know, 6, right?
BET even refers to them as the 6. Again, you can think this is a stretch if you're very new to this occult symbolism, but if
okay, well, only if you're new to the symbolism, though, you know. Otherwise, not a stretch. If you're used to the stupid, it's not stupid, I guess. So. This is that hilarious lady. I don't know. She's too funny. Everything is satanic. Everything's like got the imagery. This is exactly the type of stuff I used to believe in before I deconstructed and everything. I was all over the satanic imagery nonsense, the Illuminati, whatever, you know. They sold their souls for rock and roll. That whole, like, all that. I was super into it. I found it very convincing. I don't know, because the symbols are everywhere, and then once you start seeing them, you can put the whole thing together, and it's like you're in that movie, The Da Vinci Code. And it's anyway. So yeah, we're gonna get into this. I am Brentley, and this is the Book Apostate. Let's go. All right, so let's see what she's got going on here.
Hi, I can't believe I'm making this video on Easter.
Hi, how are you?
Easter weekend, but when this story first broke out, I thought it was just kind of entertaining, and if I'm being really honest, I thought it was kind of funny, between Katy Perry with the flower and her kissing.
The flower was good. That was, you know, that was hilarious. That was some good hilarity.
Dirt. What
the flower? It is kind of, honestly, the whole thing was sort of silly. I don't know.
What a time to be alive. This is extremely entertaining, but the more videos and the more photos.
This is extremely entertaining. And if you want this rocket thing, okay, just go to, where is it here? AdamandEve.com, and you can get your own Blue Origin rocket, handheld though, and it vibrates, I'm sure. Anyway, but yeah, if you go to AdamandEve.com, enter code word Brentley, that's BRENTLY, at checkout, and get 50% off almost any one item, including your Blue Origin shaped vibrating. Get 50% off almost any one item like that. 6 free movies, 3 free gifts, free shipping on the whole order. Go to AdamandEve.com, enter that code word Brentley, and get your exclusive offer. It is way too early for an ad, but I'm glad I'm setting the pace correctly, because look at this. What am I supposed to? How is this even allowed on YouTube? That's what I want to know. I had to take all the products off of my. I had to take all the products off of my little thing here, because showing the products are like, hey, whoa, too explicit. Those shapes, not cool, man. And yet here we got this. What? This is fine, I guess, even on a Christian. You know what? I'm not, whatever, fine. I'm not even gonna.
Those that started to come out about the situation, the more I started to wonder why I didn't look deeper into what is going on here. While the world is.
And you know what? She's talking about coming out and looking deeper. Just stop saying all the words, lady. My goodness.
Laughing at this.
I already did the ad. I already did the ad break. I can't do another segue with all of your freaking double entendres.
Situation. Could there be something dark taking place right before our eyes that we are missing? Let's dive in and see. Okay.
Of course there could be something dark happening before our eyes. Let's check it out.
First, we need to talk about the root of all of this, because the root of this entire mission,
Satan. It's Satan. The root of the mission is Satan.
Comes down to feminism. That is what this entire intention was behind Blue Origin sending an all-female crew into space. And by now, I think a majority of us know that the reason why America looks the way that it does right now is largely due to feminism. Many of the things that feminism is.
What does it look like right now? Fascism is about to take over the country, the world, it seems. And what being ruled by billionaires? Is that what that was because of feminism? No, I don't think that. She's probably likes that. She's like, no, actually the billionaires should lead. We suck at leading ourselves. Us poors are terrible people, you know that. When billionaires are good people. That's what
is rooted in, and many of the things that feminism preaches is an aim to demasculinize men, to masculinize women, and to support and celebrate a mother unaliving her child.
Okay. Okay, so let's go over to summarize. What did she say? She said feminism emasculates or feminizes. I'm sorry. That's the emasculation is sort of implied. They feminize men and masculinize. Is that a word? That can't be. No, right? Masculinize. You can't make masculine a verb. Okay? Anyway, so they masculinize women. And I already lost track of the last, but let's address those two. Okay. No, it's not. It's just that men and women would be equal, and there isn't kind of just this one standard of womanness. That's all. Just being cool with yourself, even if you don't check every box of women are supposed to be like chicken, whatever, you know, we accept women no matter what. They should be equal with men. They should be treated equally. They shouldn't feel bad about having bodies that aren't exactly whatever the societal mold is or whatever. So all that stuff. But somehow she got out of that. She got, hey, they want to feminize men and masculinize women. Okay, whatever.
In the womb. So I want to.
Oh, in the abortion. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And they equivocate personhood so that they can say that just not giving birth is unaliving somebody.
Highlight on that because the root of this entire mission is rooted in an evil movement.
The root is rooted in what?
Anti-God movement. This next thing I'm going to cover, you might call me crazy, especially if you're new to this satanic imagery. And
now I'm going to call you crazy anyway. And no, I'm not new to it. I actually have been seeing it for a long time, but it's always been stupid and always will be.
These satanic things that go on behind closed doors and sometimes right in front of your eyes, like this situation. You might call me crazy for pointing out the fact that they chose to not send 5 and not to send 7, but to send 6 women to embark on this divine feminine mission. BET even refers to them as the 6. Again,
they even refer to them as the number. That they are the bad number.
And you can think this is a stretch if you're very new to this occult symbolism, but
it doesn't need to be new. You don't need to be new. You could just, it just is a stretch, dude.
If you've been aware of this stuff for a minute, then you understand that numerology is extremely intentional. Just like God is intentional when he does things in
numerology is extremely intentional. Okay.
3s and 7s in the Bible. God operates in 3s and 7s where the devil operates in 6s. And now we will
wait, what? Why would God operates in 3s and 7s? How do you get from 3? Wouldn't 3 be like a divisible, like more in the line with 6? How did we get from 3 to 7? That's not even, they're not even
will know him.
Like, well, 0.5, 2 of those is a 7. So, you know, you just kind of add the 0.5 and then get to it. It's divisible. I don't know what the
by 6s. Okay, but certainly that is a very small layer to what we're going to be uncovering in this video. This next thing I want to draw your attention to is actually the reason why I began to do a deep dive into this mission and why I'm making this video today, because I don't know if you have taken a glance at the patch that each of these women are wearing on.
I have not taken a glance at the patch that these women are wearing. Oh, look at that. I'm trying to like get ahead of this and just see what she sees. Okay, let's see how much money on Morning Star. Maybe that's it, the Morning Star or something. Right. NS31. It's probably gonna have some type of gang related MS-13. I don't know. It's like if you put that in a mirror and flip it, it's kind of like MS-13. What do you think? I don't know what she's going to do. Let me see. Let's just hear her say it.
On this mission. And I also don't know if you have taken this patch and flipped it upside down. Guys,
sorry. I forgot. I should have flipped it upside. I don't know what I was even doing. Of course, you got to change the symbol into a different symbol for it to be the symbol that they want it to be. So it's, you know, oh my gosh. Okay, now I see it. So if you flip it upside down, oh, then not really. Kind of. I mean, it's got there's two sticks on the side. I don't know what the hell.
Are we really going to sit here and act like these aren't strikingly similar? This is
yeah. I mean, they're definitely not strikingly similar. I mean, it's you're trying to pull some similarities out of there. But luckily, you know, humans have the brain for you. This is what our brains are good at. Okay. They love it, actually. They're like, is there a pattern we can find here? And then it's like, I will find patterns whether they're there or not. I don't even care because I'm a human brain. That's what I do. Like, that's, jeez Louise. And look at her just finding, well, it's not like she could overlay it. You know what I mean? It's not like she could put this on top and be like, look, see it, like, because it doesn't line up in almost any way at all.
This is weird. I don't care what anyone says. Even if I wasn't a Christian, I would be able to see how similar both of these pictures are. And if you don't know what this is,
you just switched the picture. Now it's similar to that one. First of all, like so far both of yours over here have the star on the head, and yet there's no star. They could have easily put a star on the ship. I don't know, or I don't know why they wouldn't do that. If they were trying to make this symbol be within this symbol, why wouldn't you just put this star or whatever on the ship? Why? This is what I'm saying.
This is the Baphomet. This is Satan's church. But even that aside, many of us are quite familiar with Katy Perry and her involvement in the occult and witchcraft, and the fact that she used to be a Christian singing gospel music.
And then she sold her soul to the devil. How much you want to bet they're going to play that stupid clip? She said it. Yeah.
And then got a record deal and sold her.
Wow, that was terrible. It's like Christ came down and died for you and me. Yeah, I could see why she switched it up. She's like, this is weird singing about blood magic, death cult stuff. I didn't probably should just sing about boys or something. I don't know.
Her soul to the devil.
Oh, I sold my soul to the devil.
That's a real thing that she came out and
told you. Yeah, they got to play that one clip of her. It's not a metaphor or anything at all. She actually literally meant that she had talked to the goat demon and swapped some souls for swapped her soul for some success there.
Casually told us, but people still don't think this stuff is real. But knowing Katy Perry's involvement in witchcraft and the occult, it should be no surprise to us to see Katy Perry promoting her new age beliefs with everybody that is watching. And it's kind of a sense of preaching, right? When we plant a seed of the gospel of Jesus Christ, that is planting a seed in somebody. But manifestation and
if you want to plant a seed in somebody, damn, I'm going with the seed thing again. I probably shouldn't do that. That did not work out well the last. Go to adamandeve.com. Enter code word Brentley at checkout to get 50% off almost any one item, 6 free movies, 3 free gifts, and free shipping on the whole order. Go to adamandeve.com. Enter code word Brentley. It's too soon for another one, but and I got to get out of the seed thing. It's not going to work.
The worship of the universe, the worship of Mother Earth. This is the satanic gospel, and we see Katy Perry promoting it all over the.
Worshiping Mother Earth is satanic. That's right. All you hippies that are out there just, wanting to protect the environment. God says that we can destroy this fucker, okay? Get out of the way. Let the bulldozer do its duty, okay? We don't need trees anyway. Jeez, it's gonna
place during this event.
When you got up there, what a wonderful world. Why was that important to sing that particular
What
song?
a
Honestly, like my
wonderful.
higher self is always steering the ship because I had no clue that one day I would decide to sing a little bit of that in space. It's not about me. It's not about singing my.
I mean, it might have been that you could see the world. I don't know. That might have been. Maybe there's something subconscious there. She's like, well, look, there's the world. And she could sing a song about that.
Songs. It's about a collective energy, and it's
Kind of surprised she didn't go with "We Are the World." That would have worked. That would have worked too. And everybody could have probably held hands and sang along. It would have been. I don't know. It would have been cute.
about this wonderful world that we see right out there and appreciating it. This is all for the benefit of Earth. And I have to surrender and trust that the universe is going to take care of me.
We can also see Katy Perry promoting love yourself, trust yourself, and connect to your divine feminine.
Love yourself, trust yourself, connect to your divine feminine. You got to hate yourself. All right. This is just, this is Christian 101. You suck. You can't do anything right or good. Right. So don't love yourself. Are you crazy? Definitely don't trust yourself. No, never. You can't make any decisions ever. Every decision you make is going to lead to calamity. Let Jesus make your decisions. And by Jesus, I mean whoever has convinced you that they know more about what Jesus wants than you, and do whatever they say, because that's how this whole thing works.
What you're doing is you're like really finding the love for yourself, because you got to trust in yourself. So I feel really.
She's playing that like it's a bad thing. My goodness, this is such a toxic religion. How's everybody doing? Doing all right? Doing okay? We went today. James is back on top. What's up, James? How you doing? Who made it second? Let's see. Blood Badger. What's up, dude? Oh yeah, and Pandora's Pinata. Got the trifecta here today. Oh yeah. So it's is it because they didn't bounce back down off the I'm surprised she hasn't brought up the firmament. It's like, actually the whole thing's fake anyway, because I've been watching all these videos and they said that they didn't run into the firmament, so the whole thing must have been staged. Did anybody actually see them take off and come back? I don't think anybody did. Okay. So yeah, because the earth is flat. Jesus. Who else we got here today? Let me see. We got Baba. What's up, Baba? How we doing, dude? Oh man, my thing's going down. Okay. Game on. Symbolism is not magic. Okay. I agree. I agree with you. And it's not. It's not. A lot of people seem to think it is, though. I don't know why. I don't know what's up with that. Michael, what's up, dude? Divine Fam Mission Tour. It just reminds me of that guy, the Spencer guy. And he always goes, oh, this is the spirit of the divine feminine. It's divine feminine. It's like from like Kentucky or whatever the hell he is. Anyway, Lynn, what's up? So you're lurking, though, playing in my garden, planting a bunch of stuff to share with my community if I ever find one. Aw, that's so awesome, though. I wish I could do gardening. I tried it. I literally just, I bought 2 plants. And they don't exist anymore. They're gone. They're just, they have literally withered to zero. Like there's nothing. I was like, maybe I can like save some of the clippings, nothing. It turned to literal dust. I don't even know how that, anyway, I don't know. It's fluid. It was the hurricane though. They were doing okay. And then the hurricane just like, just knocked them into them. And then they just withered down to dust, and it sucked because I really like those things. I don't know what they were called, but they were pretty. They're pretty. They're nice looking. And supposedly they were supposed to spread. I also live close to the beach, so like all the soil sucks. It's just all like high. Anyway, it's the whole thing. But you have to like go to the damn Home Depot or whatever, bring some of your dirt and be like, what the hell's wrong with this? What do I got to do with this? And then they'll be like, well, I'll tell you. And then they tell you how to fix your dirt. It's a weird thing. I don't know. Or not Home Depot. It's like a greenhouse thing, whatever you call it. Anyway, who else is here? What's going on? Sorry, I got off. Lynn got me all distracted. My gardening stuff. Let's see. Masculate. Yes, masculate. That's it. That is the hyper. That is the opposite of emasculate. Correct? Is that what we're doing? Okay. What's we got here? Let me see. Oh my God. And Michael, what's up, dude? Oh yeah, 7. That was good. That was a good movie. It was a good movie. I did like that one. It was pretty dark. It's pretty dark. But some of the best Brad Pitt acting I think I've ever seen when he's asking about the box. What's in the box. That's a great scene. Great scene. If you don't end up seeing that whole movie, just watch that one scene. You'll love it. It's just a good starting place for the movie, actually. Katy Perry space trip. Yeah. Yeah. She went to space on a trip. I don't know. It's like some Blue Origin thing. There's like tons of conspiracy theories surrounding it. It's really funny. I don't know. Everybody's kind of lost their mind as it applies to this. And they're saying her career is literally tanking as a result of her like coming back, I guess, and like kissing the ground. And because it was so weird, the stuff that she was doing, like the way she was behaving and everything, all of the flat earthers are like, it's fake. It's all fake. And like, to the point where people like it's becoming just a normal joke to say they didn't actually go to space. Like this whole thing has kind of like made me, how we didn't realize that like conspiracy people were going to be like just ubiquitous at some point. Like the government would just be like producing conspiracy people on purpose. You know, we didn't see that coming. And now it's like the Babylon Bee and stuff is like doing flat earth jokes and everything. I'm just like, oh my gosh, we're heading to a place where flat earth is going to be like a normal belief, isn't it? That's going to be like 50% of the population, right? After they destroy the Department of Education. And then anyway, you know, just think about like 10, 15 years to the future. Flat earthers everywhere. I guarantee it. Watch.
Connected to that strong divine feminine right now.
And before we move on,
Oh, she said the word divine feminine. That was it right there. She invited this.
I just want to really quick highlight on what this divine feminine is. Many cultures and belief systems have recognized and revered the divine feminine, often through goddesses like Aphrodite. I don't know how in tune you are with Katy Perry's music, but you might have seen her obsession with Aphrodite.
Make me your Aphrodite.
Not to mention,
Yeah, she does like that. I don't know. Who cares? Like what? Isn't it? Who is Aphrodite? Wasn't she like an Egyptian goddess? Is that what it is? I'm just guessing from the imagery here. She's a couple shades too light, I think, though, for this whole thing to really pan out correctly. You know what I mean?
that witches have honored the divine feminine for centuries.
So you wanna play with magic?
The divine
Oh, and playing with magic. That too, man. She's just hitting all the buttons.
feminine
But see, this is where I always think it's so funny because a lot of these singers and stuff, especially since the invention of the internet and all of these conspiracy people and everything, just spreading their whatever, you know, their nonsense. Like these artists have used that for the longest time. I mean, even if you go back to, and I don't know if it was like intentional. When Tupac and them were doing it, like Tupac was saying like Illuminati and all this type of stuff, right? Which is why there's a lot of conspiracies surrounding him. But I don't know if that was just sort of like the testing ground and other people like, oh man, look what happened with him. All these conspiracies like came up. And so like everybody was talking about him in a way that was beyond the music. It was now you're figuring out a puzzle about the music and everything, you know. It's this whole like it's deep, it's so deep, bro. Like, and you know, then Jay-Z and Beyonce like did this whole thing where they put all this imagery and stuff into their songs and into their music videos and all this, and and it's like, and the people like just went yapping about it and spread out their you know, gave them so much more coverage and publicity than they ever would have gotten, and look how huge they got. You know, I mean, I'm not saying she's not talented, but I'm just saying I think that and Jay-Z, that's, you know, I feel like that's a subjective thing, whether or not he's talented or not. I'm not a big fan, can be honest. You Must Love Me was a good song, but other than that, anyway, what was I saying? Yeah. Oh, but they got so much more publicity because they did this imagery crap and it worked like really well. So it makes perfect sense that, you know, people like Katy Perry and these other pop stars, that they're doing this on purpose constantly because they know how much further it goes on the internet.
represents fertility, creation, and intuition. You'll come to find out the deeper you
Fertility, creation, and intuition, all very evil things, by the way. Those are things that you should hate or something.
know that many of these pop stars and these celebrities pay homage to these fertility goddesses. It's
Hey, she said homage right. Hey, did you hear that? Yeah, take that, Nikki. She said it the way I say it. Homage. Nikki's always like, homage. Oh my God. It's homage, you fucking idiot.
all about fertility. And all jokes aside, some people are noticing the shape and everything about this spaceship that they chose to launch this mission in.
Okay, at least she's acknowledging the one symbol that I think we can all agree on. And, you know, if you want this symbol in your household, you can get a small vibrating one. Go to adamandeve.com, enter code word Brentley at checkout to get 50% off almost any one item, 6 free movies, 3 free gifts, and free shipping on the whole order. Go to adamandeve.com, enter code word Brentley. Okay, sorry. I know it's going to be a lot of ads in this one, but I mean, look at this thing. What am I supposed to do? You know, my goodness. Let's see. Hey, Nancy, how's it going? I didn't see you there. What's up? Oh, yeah. And Hellbound Hillbilly, what's up, dude? Hell yeah. And weed, bro. What is going on? Oh, it's the damnation, isn't it? Yep, it's that damnation. Oh, we got a fun one for y'all today. She thinks the space launch is satanic. The Katy Perry space, the Blue Origin, whatever.
It's very interesting to some, and I don't mean to be inappropriate when I share this. I just thought it was worth.
It's like, I'm so sorry. I didn't decide the shape. Okay. I don't even like talking about this. I didn't choose it. Okay. I'm just putting it up on the screen to do with it what you will in your mind. Okay. Just saying.
Pointing out. But we also see another crew member showing her feather necklace. And my brother in Christ, Mikey, broke this down so much better than I probably.
Oh my gosh, it's that guy. Okay. Okay. So that guy's from a channel I can't really cover because they don't seem to understand how copyright stuff works, you know? So I'm constantly getting strikes. And it's never from me. It's them. It's them not knowing like what not to do. You know, it's like if you just pull up your little studio here, okay, you can see what you're not supposed to be covering. Okay, it's pretty clear in your little background studio thing. But anyway, sorry, it's frustrating because I really want to cover them because it's really funny, but I can't. Let's see. Oh, Bob said Aphrodite is the Greek goddess of love. Oh, that's nice. Okay. I didn't know that. I mean, I feel like it's better than like the Greek goddess of death and destruction or something. Wouldn't that be more satanic? I don't know.
Will in this video. So if you want to check out his video on this topic, I highly encourage it because he covers things that I
said all those copyright strikes are Christian persecution.
Won't be covering in this video.
I'm sure they say that.
Brother in Christ, Mikey, broke this down so much better than I probably will in this video. So if you want to check out his video on this topic, I highly encourage.
Oh man, look at the eye. You see the eye? The Egyptian eye.
Encourage it because he covers things that I won't be covering in this video. And I'll link that in the description. But this feather necklace is very intentional and it carries spiritual intentions for this crew member. It's linked to the false goddess Mot, who was an ancient Egyptian false goddess of truth.
You know, I love how they have to distinguish false god. Not the real god, okay? Just want to make that clear. Not the truth, not the undead carpenter ghost one that lives inside me and everything. That's the real one. This is a false, not real one, okay? Y'all, I don't want to confuse my audience.
Justice.
Some of them might be like, wait, that's God? Hold on. I'm confused. Am I supposed to worship that? I don't know what to do with this.
Harmony and balance.
The feather on the side that, the symbol of Blue Origin.
And like my friend Mikey pointed out, we
it's a symbol of Blue Origin? Okay.
can see even further connection with the false goddess Mot on this patch. This patch they're all wearing with the scale in the bottom left corner.
Oh, yeah. What could that possibly represent? Huh. A scale, things being even, women going up in a rocket ship. I got nothing. It's got to be Satan. It must be Satan. It's the scales balancing things out. Do they have a glass ceiling here? There's probably a satanic glass ceiling symbol too, right?
We also see each of them taking a turn to ring this bell, which in the occult is a ritual to invoke a deity or spirits and create a sacred space. You can also see this other crew member praying right before ringing this bell.
How dare she? That's y'all's thing. She can't just be up here having her hands in a position of prayer when that's y'all's thing. Who is she praying to? Probably a feather or something, right?
Then they all walk through an archway that says light the candle. Again, similar to ringing a bell. In paganism, lighting a candle during a ritual often signifies the presence of deities or invoking their energy, as we know Kris Jenner knows plenty about. But this whole event.
What was it? Was that a Christian? That was a joke. I don't get. I don't know. That must be like some kind of inside joke or something. I would have gone with like a Goop reference, because she has her vagina as a candle. This one is stuff. It's weird. It's kind of weird.
Spiritual, and they do not hide this. We can even see a clip of them all in a circle, holding hands, engaged in a prayer. This should make you ask the question, who are you praying to? Because by the looks of it, it ain't Jesus. So,
by what looks of it? Like, how did What, because she has a feather? She has a feather, and what? And there's some symbols that have nothing to do with her, as far as I could tell. Did she create the symbol for Blue Origin? Like, what the hell is happening?
So if it ain't Jesus, those who read their Bibles,
Yeah, the bald guy's Bezos, dude. Yeah, I know. He looks weird. I almost think he made the rocket to look like himself as a Pez dispenser. He's like, what would I look like as a Pez dispenser? Can we get a rocket looking like that? Can we do that? Draw me up some models for that, because I really want to see how this could work here.
know who they're praying to. Lauren Sanchez.
Okay, the face is a little much. It's throwing me, actually. Okay, try it without the. I'm terrified right now. That is free. How did you even? Okay, wow, that is terrifying. That thing looks. That looks like a Chuck E. Cheese character without their fur on. That is, wow. How did you? Okay.
Sanchez also claims to be a Christian, but she also seems to be in tune with the universe and manifestation as well, as she chose to wear this $18,000 necklace that wasn't just a fashion
Flip Normal, what's up? Hope you're feeling better. Thank you. Yeah, I'm getting there. You know, it's been a long, I guess, week. I don't know, 5-6 days.
statement. It was meant to bring
Thank you, though.
her
Let me
good
go back.
manifestation as well, as
Flip Normal's fault. They keep on making me interrupt. So everybody throw paper balls at Flip Normal there. Yeah, everybody in the crowd.
to. Lauren Sanchez also claims to be a Christian, but she also seems to be in tune with the universe and manifestation as well, as
Oh my gosh. She's like, oh, so she says she's a Christian. But now it's like, but I'm going to say she's not the right kind of Christian. You got to be insane like me to be a good Christian.
she chose to wear this $18,000 necklace that
Whoa.
wasn't just a fashion statement. It was meant to bring her good luck. The
Oh my gosh. And she believes in evil. She's evil. Dude, you can't believe in luck and be a Christian. What is happening now?
meaning of the necklace in French to English.
Clearly, you've never been to like the islands. Jeez Louise. Have you ever been to Jamaica, dude? Or like Barbados? There's some luck believing Christians over there. I'll tell you what.
English translates to lucky charm. Here's an Instagram post from the
Maybe she's Irish. I don't know. She doesn't look Irish.
company she got the necklace from, with the caption, "Remember the dreams you hold close are within your power to manifest." And just knowing and recognizing that
They're in within your power. We all know that's satanic, because Satan says that you have the power, just like Captain Planet. Captain Planet's basically Satan, by the way. When he says the power is yours, yeah, that's Satan.
this entire mission is based on femininity and Mother Earth and the connection to the universe. The
Just like Captain Planet. It's weird that I'm still going with the Captain Planet thing, because this is wow, that was quite a pagan show. Now I think about it. That was
timing is beyond intentional. Happy Easter. This is Christ's resurrection week. You're just not going to be able to convince me that this is nothing short of intentional. Even Lady Gaga's performance on Holy Week, it's all intentional. The time
on Holy Week. What? There's a Holy Week? Okay.
timing is also intentional. The fact that they chose April to do this, April is known as the month to pay homage to fertility. So on Holy
She said it like my way again.
Week, they did this. And
I just gotta say it every single time, because that's other people say it that way. Damn it.
aboard a ship that's called, get this, the New Shepard. And if you look it up, you'll see the reason they went with this name was to honor Alan Shepard, who was the first American in space. But I'm sorry, that really doesn't do much for me.
Oh, okay. No, of course it's got to be something else, right? Yeah, it can't be the actual thing that it actually is. It's got to be sorry, I'm not buying it. I know it's a rocket ship going into space and it's named after the first man in space, but I'm not buying it. Shepherd, goats, people are goat herder, Satan's a goat, Kevin Bacon, Satan. I don't know. I'm just that sounds.
Due to all of the other things that we see going on here. The fact that they are wearing an upside down Baphomet alone on a ship called the New Shepard, the week that we know that
Oh, wow. I've never heard Baba said the week around Easter is the Holy Week. I've never heard of that. That's funny. Okay. Jesus, how did I miss that?
That the good shepherd, Jesus Christ, took the cross for us, for the worst things I ever did, for the shame that tormented me. The good shepherd, Jesus Christ.
The shame that tormented you. Yeah, that's their biggest weapon against, anybody thinking thoughts that aren't insane. But yeah.
You did that for me and you. All of this was intentional. I don't
Oh, it's a Catholic thing. Okay. Thank you.
think it was anything short of a
Could it be Satan?
satanic ritual going on right
Well, that just dated you, my friend. We're old, aren't we? We get that joke.
in front of us, especially to draw people's attention away from the gospel of Jesus Christ. Tomorrow we will celebrate the fact that he rose again and that he
It's not a fact. Not a fact. Don't even, the most offensive thing you said this whole time. All right. That's just calling that a fact is not.
conquered the grave and that he is risen. But as for the new shepherd, I'm convinced that there's more than meets the eye here.
Oh, they're trying to say, and they're replacing Jesus with a dick-shaped rocket.
God bless you guys. Have a amazing Easter and have a blessed day tomorrow. And I'll see you guys in the comments. God bless you guys. Guys.
All right, yeah, see you there. Wait, maybe we can. This lady's funny. I kind of want to see what else she's got, guys. She just like walks that line between conspiracy and complete batshit crazy nutbag. Like, I love it. Let's see. Oh no, wait, that's Bible chick. Wait, is that her? Is she Bible chick? Okay, no, that's her videos. All right. Oh, that's the other thing they like to do. Like, all the other Christian channels are not Christian or whatever. All these artists. Oh yeah, that's the music artists aren't Christian either. Neither are the Kardashians are secretly witches, y'all. I could actually buy that one. That one actually does. I'm not even going to go with that because that actually does make plenty of sense right there. I actually would believe that. Where are we at? It's just a lot of another Kardashian. Which ones? Is that the same one?
Hi. Today we're going to be answering a question that many people have been wondering.
I accidentally clicked that. I'm sorry. Here we go. Demonic commercials that I can't believe aired. What do y'all think of that? Is that I want to watch some demonic commercials? Oh, how much you want to bet they're gonna do some of the Liquid Death ones? I'll bet you they are, because there were a couple Liquid Death commercials. Because I think they understood that. Hey, Alex, what's up, dude? How's it going? I didn't see you the other. I realized you were at the stream last night, way too late. I was like, gosh, I didn't even get to say hey. But hey, how's it going, Alex? What's up, dude? Said I don't even watch Buck Apostate, but when I do, I make sure I get paid for it. That's right. What? You get paid to watch? Who's paying? Is my George Soros money finally going out? All right, good. I'm waiting for that guy. He takes a long time to process an application. You know what I mean? Anyway, there we go.
As you probably know, it has basically become a fact at this point that there is so many dark and often hidden messages in so many movies and TV shows.
Oh, that's what I was going to say. I'm sorry. Liquid Death. They did these commercials where they showed witches blessing the water, mainly because I think they know. I mean, Fat Mike NoFX is one of he was the second role, or the second tier, whatever you call it. The marketing or whatever, right? And so when he got involved, they did the one where all the kids were drinking, or seeming like they were drinking, and then they also did the witchcraft ones, and they showed the witch blessing or putting curses, and she's like, I put a curse on every single can of this water. Another one, they were like, we put demons in there. We put demons in the water, and so and of course all the fundies were like, we got to cover this. And so they ended up advertising for him 40 times as much as they would have without doing that.
But did you know that it is the same case when it comes to commercials? And there is often more than meets the eye. As usual, nothing is new under the sun, but it's an interesting time to be alive because it is
an interesting time to be alive. I think the interesting is probably the most favorable word you could use there. And I feel like it's so favorable, it's almost inaccurate. You know what I mean? Charlie, what's up, dude? Yeah, the Demon Slayers. And so, Michael, what's up, dude? Yeah, the demons. Oh, I know what you're talking about. They're talking about like Mike Cigarilli. Is that his name? Mike Cigarilli. And damn, what was the other one? Eli, the big-headed kid. Looks like one of those pop things. Anyway, he's just got a big head. I mean, it's not Charlie Kirk level yet. I don't know. I need to see both of them. I'd kind of like to see who eclipses who with the head size as far as Eli and Charlie Kirk goes. But who's the other one? Oh, the Russian or German dude. Vlad. And somebody else too. I can't think of his name.
Always the Christian tinfoil hat conspiracy theorists that were calling this stuff out and were deemed ludicrous.
Well, at least you got your own number. That's good.
But the devil isn't hiding anymore, and it doesn't take a Christian to see that this is demonic. The latest occurrence being a
that is demonic. That guy's floating. That guy's floating over the water. What the hell is this? What are we looking at here?
TV commercial for KFC, which actually is
that's right. The point of the show that the show we're watching is anyway. What the hell is happening? Why is he so stiff? Is it the light as a feather, stiff as a board thing?
Inspired today's video and led me to dive into the world of demonic TV commercials that honestly I can't believe even aired. Let's dive in. All right.
Yeah, because the demonicness of a TV commercial, we know, is something that'll keep it from being able to be aired. What kind of fucking TV producers does she think are out there? They're like, I don't know, this seems a little bit too demonic to show on actual TV. I don't know. We don't want the demons to explode the TV. Like, what are you talking about?
We're going to start off strong with probably one of the weirdest and darkest commercials I have ever seen. It was featured on Adult Swim, and it was a commercial for Mike Diva's Work, who is an American film director. The commercial features three figures.
I mean, it was on Adult Swim. What are you even watching that for? You're not allowed to watch anything with adult in the title.
With triangles as heads with black capes. And like me,
dude, yeah. And the triangles, the head thing. Silent Hill. I don't know what that
might be already saying, what is going on here? How have I never seen this commercial? This is dark, but I promise you guys, this is nothing compared to what happens next.
It just looks like a Lady Gaga video or, I don't know, Diamond commercial or something, right? I don't think those things never make sense. Maybe a perfume, right? Those things don't ever make sense either.
A baby falls out of one of the triangles, and one of the figures grabs the baby and slams it down on this pillar. And we show a lot on this channel that I feel like is already maybe a step too far, but this clip is something that I cannot.
That just took me. That came out of left field. I'm sorry. I was not expecting. You know how they say like 50% of comedy is the surprise? That one was just 100% of the surprise. That shit was... Hold on, let's see that again. Woo! Out comes the what? The fucking what?
Never seen this commercial. This is dark, but I promise you guys, this is nothing compared to what happens next. A baby falls out of one of the triangles, and one of the figures grabs the baby and slams it down on this pillar. And we show a lot on this channel that I feel like is already maybe a step too far, but this clip is something that I cannot bring myself to show on this channel. If for some weird reason you want to see it, I will link it below.
There is a weird reason that I want to see. Oh man, look, now he's playing drums. He's just out there drumming Keith Moon style over here with babies and sticks.
As time goes on, all of these characters now have babies that they are using to play.
Like pro-choice. That's like Planned Parenthood.
Play the drums until one of the babies is taken into the ground and is then born into the world, and then comes out as a literal baby demon. Which is
what? This commercial's awesome. I was like, how did I not see? I'm so mad. I would have bought whatever the hell it was just on principle alone. That is the most entertaining shit I've ever seen.
Giving Antichrist, if you ask me. But you know what, guys? This is just art. It's just art. And those who
A White Walker.
understand art and those who understand surrealism, they liked this because they understand that it's art. They understand Mike Diva's pre-birth presentation and even praised it. However, the crazy people.
Hey, Miss Non Sequitur, how we doing? What's up? Baby Demon. Now that's a good protein. Going into the atheist jokes. Yes. I know. Yeah, we do that with babies, you know. People don't think those jokes are very funny when they're not atheists. It's weird. I don't know. And I don't know what it is. And like, I always joke about like, yeah, some babies last night. You're like, oh, you're an atheist? Yeah. Ate some babies last night. They don't get that. That's not a good. That's hilarious. If I heard somebody say that, I'd be like, that was the best. Anyway.
They call this Satanism. They call it witchcraft. I guess I'm crazy. And at this point, I wear that like a badge of honor. No.
Okay. Okay. Well, you know, at least you're self-aware, I guess.
Number 2, we have Celine Dion's commercial for her children's fashion brand, Nanunu. And I simply can't believe how many people I've shared.
What is the name of it? Nanunu? Nanunu? Is that? I didn't hear that right. No, hold on.
Like a badge of honor. Number 2, we have Celine Dion's commercial for her children's fashion brand, Nanunu. And
it is Nanunu. Okay. I mean, I guess it's a children's fashion thing. Kids are like, that's fun to say. Nanunu. Nanunu. I like that. I don't know why. It just makes me feel good saying that word. Saying some Nanunu. Hey, Mom, can I get some Nanunu?
I simply can't believe how many people I've shared this story with that have no idea what I'm talking about. They've never seen this commercial, but I can't get it out of my mind. And again, I can't believe they...
Then it sounds like it worked. Sounds like it worked. Do you want to buy their products too? Oh, no, you're scared of them. Never mind. Sorry. Almost worked.
Aired it. But Celine Dion is just another media puppet who is obsessed with sexualizing children.
Our children. They are not really our children, as we are all just links in a never-ending chain that is life. We may thrust them forward into the future, but the course will always be theirs to choose.
We then see her take out this black magic-like dust that she blows on all.
Black magic like dust. Okay, I love it. I was just see what I did there? It's the color of the dust, but it's also, you know, like black magic.
The children. After doing this, their genders, male and female, become a plus sign, which is known to be a placeholder for other identities and orientations. And side note, I thought it was really interesting.
Okay, wow. So they're just accepting of other people, and you're like, how dare she? How dare she?
Saying that we see the plus sign again, just like we saw in our first commercial that also had to do with...
Oh man, there was a plus sign in that too. Man, what is happening to the world when plus signs are just on multiple commercials? This is just, what is even happening?
Children, I don't know what's going on here. Just wanted to point this out. Because
clearly, you don't. No, you don't know what's going on here at all.
I thought that was weird, but let's keep watching. After this happens,
I think you're weird.
We see literal demons in the bed with babies.
Those literal demons? I don't think those are those literal demons? I don't think they are. No, I think that... Well, that one looks like that little gremlin type thing. This looks like a robot, a silhouette of a robot doll or something. I don't know. I wouldn't go with demon. I feel like demons have certain characteristics, and big circle eyes is not one of them. Maybe one of those weird monkeys that kind of look like a gremlin, you know, in like the rainforest or whatever the hell.
And the babies have new outfits on, one of which reads New Order, similar to New World Order. So
oh yeah, you're right. You're right. It is similar to that. Like the band that actually had that. Oh no, New Order is the band. Anyway, never mind.
Celine Dion walks with the kingdom of darkness, and this commercial is nothing short of satanic. It is right in front of your face.
It's right in front of your face.
If you do not believe in demons at this point, if you don't,
I don't
believe in spirits that we can't see, I don't know what to tell you because...
Wait, why did she say if you don't believe in spirits that we can't see? No, I don't. I don't know what you want.
Because it is so clear as day. It's right in front of your face how demonic this is. Our next one isn't a commercial, but it is an advertisement. Back in 2023, Balenciaga released
Balenciaga. Oh, I forgot about them. They were all the rage for a minute there. Another one of these situations where I swear they did this stuff on purpose to screw with them and then get more popular. I swear to God.
an ad with children holding teddy bears dressed in bondage. Many people also finding demonic symbolism hidden in the background of the ad.
Oh, I remember this. Oh, good old days. In 2017 or whatever the hell this was. Maybe, I don't know what it was, but it was a long time ago. And boy, they were freaking out about this stuff.
As well. One of them being a roll of tape on the ground that misspells Balenciaga, choosing to put 2 A's instead of 1. And
Oh my gosh. That's a demon, dude. Baal.
this is just when it becomes like not a coincidence.
Coincidence? I think not.
If you call this a conspiracy, I don't know what else to tell you. As we know, Baal, aka Moloch,
Don't call him Baal. Like, come on. Of all the ways you can describe, it's a demon. Don't call it. It's Baal. All right. And really get the country 2 syllables in the middle there. Baal. Okay. You got to really southern it up. All right. Baal.
is who? The god of child sacrifice. And like I said in the beginning of this video, nothing is new under the sun.
This is why I'm telling you, they did this on purpose, dude. They did this to mess with them. And it worked. It worked. Y'all are still talking about that stupid commercial or ad or whatever from a million years ago.
And there is still very much worship of Baal every day at every abortion clinic in your area. The murder of the unborn is nothing new under the sun. And it's no surprise that Balenciaga
Yeah, that's it. That's the same. That's exactly the same, dude. I know. That's crazy. Jeez Louise. That's crazy that they can tie those 2 things together. Okay. And meanwhile, don't y'all don't you believe in the religion where God like asked the dude to like sacrifice his kid and then was like, just kidding at the last second, but he actually didn't say that. He just was like, I'm just going to send you a ram and see if he stops. I don't know. You're like, does that mean I'm supposed to stop? There's a ram. Hello? Voices in my head? They're not there. And they're not there. But there is a ram. I wonder if that's trying to communicate. I'm insane. I'm an insane person. I'm just
is an evil company, and those behind the decisions they make when it comes to sales and marketing openly walk with the kingdom of darkness. And I loved what this reporter had to say about this advertisement because it's exactly how I view this. Take a listen.
Believe for the slightest thing that Balenciaga was
No,
not
of course. It's Fox News.
aware, did not sign off on this. Okay, you have 2 different photo shoots. You have children with bondage teddy bears. You have another case, as you pointed out, with the Supreme Court case on child pornography. And they're going to sit there and try to lie to us and tell us that somehow a portion of it was just oversight. I don't believe that in the slightest.
The fact that it's all intentional when you watch a movie or a TV show or a music video, everything is
It's funny too, like back in the day, we were all like punker kids, and there was these things like I was 15, not even, I think it was like 13 or 14, wearing these things called bondage belts. And it was just funny because they're all like, oh, the kids are, their kids' teddy bears have bondage stuff. And I was like, I was wearing that when I was 13. I didn't know what it was, I just thought it was a punk rock thing, right? But like, and yeah, it was never, and we would wear them to church, they were very jingly. Actually, people tended to get pretty pissed at us actually because those things jingle quite. It's like you got a belt with all these like rings that dangle down on these little triangle clips, and it's a so like if you get up to go to the bathroom, you sound like a reindeer just walking out the church like there,
decided down to the color of the shoes, down to the books that are seen in the background of the video. Every little thing is intentional. Don't ever forget that. Don't ever second guess yourself when you're told that you're a conspiracy theorist or taking something.
Don't ever second guess yourself when you're told that you're a conspiracy theorist. just decide that you're right about literally everything and have no epistemic honesty at all.
Too seriously. That doesn't need to be taken seriously. They took it very seriously when they put together the TV show or movie that you are watching and the commercials. Okay, well, the next commercial that we're going to watch is actually a series of commercials. When I was researching for this video, I stumbled upon something that I grew up with as a kid, a product I personally owned and weirdly brought everywhere with me, which
What? Wait, do you have a demon? That's why you're so into this stuff, dude. It's the demons in your brain that like looking at all their symbols.
kind of freaks me out now knowing more about this product and what is behind this product and how it is constantly advertised to children specifically. And that is the Magic 8 Ball. The Magic 8 Ball was originally created.
Wow. Okay. I did not see it go in that direction. Amber, how you doing? She knows she's nuts. Oh, yeah. She does.
By a man named Albert C. Carter. He
Carter? Carter is the name of the guy from Rush Hour. Rush Hour is Kevin Bacon, Satan. I'm not good at this. I can't, it's hard for me to make the association.
He was inspired by his mother, who practiced divination. His mother had created a spirit writing device to connect with the spiritual realm. Albert was inspired by
Holy shit. Thank you. Oh, that's awesome. I really appreciate that. Giving out 5 Punk Apostate memberships. And I got some new stuff that I'm going to be working on more recently for the members. Members do get stuff early, and you get some of the live streams that I don't know, just if I just feel like it needs to go to members, like, well, do it live, and if you see it live, cool, but like afterwards a lot of times I'll switch it to members. So if you become a member, you can see all of the live streams no matter what. And so that's kind of cool, unless they force me to take them down. That has happened before. And then you got to go become a patron too, and that's a whole other thing. But that way you actually get literally everything. No, thank you so much, dude. That's awesome. Hopefully everybody enjoys that got them. Hell yeah.
by his mother's invention and wanted to create something even better. Thus today, we have the Magic 8 Ball. The Magic 8 Ball was and still is a spirit writing device to connect with the spiritual realm, which, as we know in the Bible, is the demonic realm. Whenever you seek out...
Hold on. What? How? Oh, because what? You just ask it? So because you just ask it stuff, and it has random answers due to a floating thing. I don't know how they work. I imagine there's some kind of floating die thing in there that floats to the top, and then anyway. But because of that, it's satanic, because that anything with like random chance that like randomly answer. Does that mean that those things, those things are like where you write people's names and you like fold it up and you're like, I am going to date this guy, and it's like there's like 4 compartments and you unfold it and it's like, oh, you're gonna date Stu, like that whole thing. Is that satanic too? Because it does basically the same thing, a
spirit writing device to connect with the spiritual realm, which, as we know in the Bible, is the demonic realm. Whenever you seek out media,
the hell is that kind of word? What? It's a floating in a sealed container of water. I didn't realize that it was in a floating sealed container of water. I didn't know that. I have no idea how to say that. I'm not, I'm gonna have to like. Can you just type it out phonetically? Can you phoneticize that form? Yeah, that works. I said it.
Fortune telling, crystal balls. You are talking to demons. That's why the Bible warns against it. And
you are talking to demons, and you don't even know it. Sorry, those are like the least worrisome demons then. And you can talk to them without even noticing it, dude.
And this Magic 8 Ball was actually also originally created to be a crystal ball and was changed into this black and white ball. The Magic 8 Ball was purchased by a very...
No way. Okay. Baba said also the guy from Happy Death Day. It's about death, so it's demonic, I guess. Their name was Carter too. I couldn't think. I was going to go with the singer dude, you know what I mean? The Carter. She's like, it's like the kid. He's like this kid. Doesn't matter. It's gone. It's not. It just shot right out the brain, and not in a fun way. Jeez Louise. Anyway,
wealthy company.
I was hoping it would come to me in that little. It didn't. It didn't come to me. There was like a singer guy with the last name Carter, and yeah, that's where I was going to try to tie him into it somehow. It didn't work out.
Who then ended up selling it to Tyco Toys, who then sold it to Mattel in 1997, who has sold.
Oh, okay. It's a 12-sided, 3-dimensional shape. Huh. Okay. That is a lot of sides. I didn't. Okay. How do you even? What does that shape look like? Okay, I'm gonna have to Google what that looks like after. It's a pool ball, and pool is associated with blackjack and hookers. Oh my gosh, you're right. That's really the demonic connection right there. It's the hooker part. That's what I was thinking.
Millions of dollars worth of merchandise under the trademark Magic 8-Ball. And knowing all of this now and how
you got the goldfish brand. Yeah, me too. I know.
It is directly marketed to children is eerie.
What's inside every specially marked box of Cap'n Crunch cereal?
It's really not, dude. It's just a thing that you ask that gives out random answers. Okay. And like 9 times out of 10, it's like, I don't know. I got nothing. Ask me again another time. Like what? Like get that like 3 times. And all right, this thing doesn't work. It's broken.
Oh no! A mini Magic 8-Ball that will answer your questions.
Yes,
and if you find a gold 8-Ball,
he says it all scary too. It will answer your questions.
You win $1,000.
Mine, all mine.
I don't think that was $1,000. Come on, like what is that's got to be like the tiniest pile ever. Her room is like 3 by 3. To have that.
Recommended for ages 6 and up. It's the beloved novelty toy that kids and maybe even some adults have been asking questions to for decades.
Oh, mystical relic.
Welcome back, Carter. No, that was that's not even how you spell his name. And you're old, my friend. Okay, that's what that means. Another reference to date you there. Everybody's like, "Welcome back." And what is that? I don't even know what's happening. And we're like, "Yeah, it's got the guy from Disco Fever in it." They're like, "What?" I didn't. That was a fever. What did people get? People got sick? Did they go? They get.
There are great deals right now during the Happy Holiday Sales event.
Next up, we have.
I don't know why, but the Skeletor I was never allowed to watch. He-Man, right? But it's so I because I never watched it. I just saw what the characters look like. You know what I mean? And then later in life, have of course caught a clip here and a clip there, just on television stuff. His voice threw me. What the fuck? What? How was that his voice, dude? Like, how did that? I was like, whoa, that's what his face is supposed. That's the sounds coming out of his face. Wow, the skull guy. That's the skull guy's face. Okay, wow. He's just like, it's like that's not scary at all. I don't know what's happening here. How is he the back?
Something else that I never knew about until I researched for this video, and it is regarding the mother of the Kardashians, Kris Jenner. And I've been wanting to make a video on the Kardashians for a little bit now because there is many speculations.
Oh my gosh, how do we get into the Kardashians? We haven't even. That's a whole different video, I thought. But okay, guess we're going into it.
I claim the Kardashians are very much involved in witchcraft. So this really wasn't surprising to me when I discovered Kris Jenner back in the day was selling witchcraft candles.
Once in a very long while, a truly remarkable product comes our way that challenges what we think and can dramatically improve our lives. Hello, I'm Kris Jenner. In the next few moments, you're going to discover a product that is so powerful, it can enhance your life forever.
Wow.
And I have it right here. These are wicks of wisdom. And it's the special formulas added to these unique candles that make them so amazing. The powerful effects that they can bring to the people who burn them are truly extraordinary. So open your mind to the possibility of making your dreams and your wishes come true.
So she's a con man. That's what that is. She's a con man. She's like, I'll sell you no, they're not just regular candles though. They're fucking magic. Okay. That's where the extra 100, 120, 99, 99, whatever comes from.
Wicks of wisdom enhances your spirituality.
And they got a priest to be like, it's cool. It's not got demons in it. I'm a priest, and I have my stamp of approval to try to get ahead of it. She's like, all the fundies were about to freak out. And he's like, no, hey, priest here. It actually smells pretty good and spiritual. Yeah, it smells like the Holy Spirit going on right there. You know what I mean? Why don't you get 2 of them? Yeah, 3, maybe 4. How much am I making for this? Okay. And I think we're gonna need to double it because this is
When I checked the bank, it showed money.
Yeah, she then invites a
I
psychic
checked the bank and it showed money.
onto the show to review her candles.
What?
Linda Salvin is the nation's leading radio psychic whose program has been heard all over the world. So Linda, what makes Wicks of Wisdom so special? Why can't I just go out and buy a beautiful candle and get the same results?
Well, Chris, these aren't just regular ordinary candles.
Of course they're not. No, they're infused with magic, with the magic.
Each set has a spiritual solution for a specific problem.
Spiritual solution. How do you get those in there? How do you make a spiritual solution?
I've blended my own ingredients that help to create the positive energy that's needed to go out into the universe to solve these issues. The good luck power candle.
Wait, what? So stupid. It's like I have created a special formula that sends the energy out into the universe to solve problems. What? How? Like what? God. Welcome to America, where we can just bullshit you. We can just bullshit you into buying our crap. You know what I mean? Buy my magical crap. Just do it. Just buy it. It's magic. It'll save your life one day. It'll be like a talisman or something.
Candles will help break through the blocks, obstacles, negativity, all of the negatives that we deal with on a daily basis. Sometimes we just need a little push with the universal's help.
And as always, this is intertwined with crystals and gemstones, which as you can see in the bottom of this.
What? Say there's something wrong with Katy Perry going to space. The bad thing is that she returned to Earth. Okay, whoa, okay, hey, pipe down there, okay? Let's not. She's always like, I hate Katy Perry. That just drives me crazy.
Advertisement
Flying up on a penis-shaped rocket. I hate her. I hate her.
That when you purchase one of Kris Jenner's witchcraft candles, you get 4 gemstones for free. What a bargain. This is a great deal, you guys. And it's also so crazy because these women in the audience have no idea, or maybe have no idea, that they are stepping into the world of the occult when they purchase one of these candles. I also want to put this clip in here.
Stepping in the world of the occult
that I recently found that furthers the point that the Kardashians are involved in witchcraft. Here's a video of Kim Kardashian receiving a strand of Marilyn Monroe's hair. Take a look.
This is either really cool or a little strange, but that's who you're doing business with, right? So
What is this?
that is Marilyn's hair. So
the creepy music. Somebody's hair from the past. First of all, I don't buy it. Bullshit. Like, how did they get that? Where? Come on. When? At what point was someone just like, hey, can I get actually a couple of these? Yeah, no, it's cool. I'm just gonna take it. I'm gonna sell it later. You know, this is kind of like the what's their name? The Bonnie and Clyde. Like after they got taken out, a bunch of people like ran up and stole parts of the car and their clothes and their hair and everything else. It's really freaky.
You can clone her.
that's awesome.
Oh my god, I'm literally going to do some crazy voodoo shit that I like.
Okay, I think that was a joke. Does she not know how jokes work? She doesn't. I don't think she gets it. She doesn't understand sarcasm or jokes or anything.
I channel her. That's so special to me. Thank you so much.
Like, I'm gonna make a voodoo doll. Like, I thought that was what I thought. Like, the hair thing was for the voodoo doll. She's not trying to stab her or anything, right? Like, she's already got. Like, you can't do much with her hair now, right?
This is so cool. So cool. Good vibes. Wow. This is.
She ends up like asking a question, like connecting to the spirits, and it's just some older lady. It's like, what? And he's like, oh no, he's telling people that's Marilyn Monroe. Can you just let me rest in peace, please? It's not Marilyn Monroe. Okay, you got scammed. All right, I'm just a normal lady. Okay. Anyway, I'm going back to dead.
with me every night.
The next few commercials I'm going to show you guys may not appear evil on the surface, but if you're a Christian and if you tuned into our witchcraft series here on this channel, then you see this for what it truly is. Planting seeds in young minds that witchcraft is normal, okay, and cool.
It's not only normal, it's okay and cool. Okay.
Sabrina's psychic crystal ball.
Wow. When is this? This was on just before Full House. Like, what is going on? This is like 1,000,000 years old.
What's with girls?
They don't even have, it still has the bars on the side of the screen. It's like 1,000,000. Oh, no, it's what's that show? Damn it. And they made a remake of it with the talking cat. Oh my God. Sabrina the Teenage Witch, dude.
Psychic powers.
Black Hat Smile?
Psychic powers.
It tells you all the answers to your most haunting questions. Yes!
Yes.
Bell barking.
Brad call?
Yeah, they're old effects for animal. They really needed to get some CGI on that talking cat there, because that was very unconvincing. That looked worse than a Chuck E. Cheese doll, man. Like, what is going on?
With a twist of her wrist, she makes magic happen. We love making magic with
The magic is a magnet.
She's the coolest witch around. She's making magic for Harvey.
It's Sabrina the Teenage Witch, dude. That's the premise of the damn show.
A trophy with Sabrina.
The part where she's making magic for Harvey and
It's a show, man. Like, what the is she gonna do Smurfs next? And look, he's got a pot. The bad guy's got a pot. Like, what do you think is in there? Witch stuff? That's right.
him a trophy made me think of the real life witch, Giselle Bundchen, who has been very open
The real life witch. Giselle Bundchen. I don't know who that is.
about the fact that she helped Tom Brady get to where he is with her use of witchcraft.
Okay. She magicked him into a better athlete.
Okay, we have arrived at our very last video for today, which is the KFC commercial.
Of course, I knew it. I knew the KFC was coming. KFC, really? What is happening? How is this what's happening?
Started out as part one of their advertisement titled "Believe in Chicken."
So my black cat is named Puma. Oh, okay. Hey, that's a good name. I like that. I like your cat's shoes. They're pretty good, you know. Wore them a lot back in the day when I was going through an emo phase. And I had one of them bags, you know, you wear them. It's a bag, damn it, not a purse, okay? Shoulder bag, all right? No, it's not a purse, all right? The purses are a different shape, slightly.
To the news at 11, where we'll be chatting to the Minister for Artificial Intelligence about recent accusations that he's not real.
What can we even believe in anymore?
Believe in chicken.
Which was weird already, but
What the hell? Believe in chicken. Whoa, it's demonic. Demonic. They're talking about believing in chickens. This is crazy. No.
things got a lot weirder
What?
and people's eyebrows started to raise a lot higher when they saw part two, which features a boy walking alone in the woods until a girl meets him there dressed in all brown. He is then surrounded by even
What is the? She makes everything sound like it's so impactful. It's just like dressed in all brown. It's I don't know. I thought I was gonna.
more people dressed in all brown.
More people, more brown people.
They surround him and then he becomes dressed in all brown like them. And
Oh, I guess it is impactful. I'm sorry.
then they find this giant golden egg, setting it down as someone picks up this boy from the woods. They then carry him out to the water, and my Christians watching can already tell what this scene looks like. Looks like a baptism, right? I remember watching this commercial for the first time and watching the scene, and I was like, no, they're not.
Like, yeah, they're like, no, that's our weird thing. No, that's a weird thing that we do, that we pretend is normal when we talk about, you know, the human sacrifice of the blood magic thing that we believe in.
Gonna do that. No, they definitely did. They definitely took this boy from the woods and baptized him in the water. Then he turned into a chicken.
Why?
Which in a way is funny, but
been a lot more than just a way. Oh, sorry. That was another thing I didn't see coming was the concept, and he's chicken. No, it's and fried chicken at that.
At the same time, we are well aware now it is always Christianity. And I'm going to tell you what we're not going to do. We're not going to sit here and pretend that this wasn't intentional and spiritual. Lastly, like many.
It's definitely accidental. That whole thing. Come on. A couple of pages got stuck together there. And they're like, wait, and he comes out as chicken. Are you sure? That's who wrote that? He left for the day. Okay. Well, I feel like something's wrong. Something's wrong here. This can't be how this ends, right? None of this makes any kind of sense at all. I don't even know what we're doing here.
The other Christians, I don't think I'll be eating at KFC anymore. And
the writer's like, oh no, that was a whole different thing. I was just writing down a recipe for you put that in the command. Oh, shoot. Okay, well. Funny story. I was actually writing down a recipe, and then I guess the pages got stuck together because I was doing something else. And if you want pages to stick together sometimes, just go to adamandeve.com. Enter code word Brentley at checkout to get 50% off almost any one item. 6 free movies, 3 free gifts, and free shipping on the whole order. Go to adamandeve.com. And you can play with toys that make it so that your sheets will stick together too. And that's better than the seed thing. Whatever. Go to adamandeve.com, which is America's #1 adult toy dispensary. Save yourself a trip to that sticky store and have your own sticky time at home. Go to adamandeve.com. Have it sent directly to you. The packaging is discreet too. I got to make sure to mention that. So many people are worried that it's going to come in big giant letters, maybe with the shape of a Blue Origin rocket just on the side, right? No, it's discreet. You don't have to worry about that. Just go to adamandeve.com, enter code word Brentley at checkout. That's BRENTLY. That's my name. That's who I am. And get your butt some stuff. All right. What's that?
I really liked their mashed potato bowl, that has the corn and the chicken in it. But at the same time,
well, she's doing a compla sandwich. She's doing she's doing the sandwich. It's I will say, I do actually like their bowl thing. That's really nice. But Satan, evil, disgusting. But I do like their chicken sandwiches. They're their chicken pot, they're whatever the sandwich.
I'm you know what, Taylor? You can make that yourself at home. I don't need to go support KFC and whatever this is, which in my opinion is mocking Christianity. I loved putting this video together for you guys because
in your opinion, it's so crazy how they have to do this. Dude, if you're so damn insecure that you have to see your thing being made fun of everywhere you look, even when I didn't see that at all. What did the brown clothes have to do with it? What was any of that stuff? How was any of it Christian other than dipping the dude in the water, which is literally what you do with chicken to get it to fry? It's just okay.
Television in itself is such a rabbit hole. The fact that we have different channels on our television.
Oh my God. Are you what? You can call them stations if that makes you feel better. I don't know.
The fact that this content is called
programming. I've heard this one. I remember people saying that.
Programming?
I knew it. I remember that. Why would they call it programming? Unless, hello, they're programming your brain. I knew it.
Could it be when we are watching our TVs and channeling into our favorite network? We are quite literally being.
Tracy says to us, KFC poutine now. Hell yeah, there's some good poutine.
Programmed. God bless you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did and you want to help us expose darkness and get it out to more people, go ahead and drop a like or leave your thoughts in the comment section below.
I'm just going to cover it in a video form, actually. That way, yeah, it's just more fun. I don't know, Let's see what else we got here. She got shorts, because what time is it? We got a couple of minutes. See if she's got any shorts. Oh, it doesn't look like she does. All right, tell you what, we'll start one. And then, what? Oh, 8 months ago, famous atheists' last words. Yeah, right. They always do this one too. Let me guess.
Hi.
It's Christopher Hitchens, and he became a Christian after he died, or like right before he died, which no, he didn't. That was a lie. A lot of people said it. It's not true.
Okay, so
They love to say, any like atheist, they love to say, oh man, he had a bedside conversion or whatever. And it's like, no, just shut up, dude. And even if some of them did, just saying like their brain isn't working at all. They're like in the middle of breaking down, you know? And I feel like I remember that was what a lot of the people were taking out of context, was Christopher Hitchens talking about if people said, because he was like, you know, he saw other people doing it, or, you know, he saw people saying that famous atheists were like having bedside conversions and shit. And so he was like, if they do say that I did that, just know that it's not really true, because if I do that, I'm not thinking straight. You know, that was basically what he said. So, you know, don't take it to heart. I'm, you know, either trying to get ahead of all the rumors, since, you know, those religious people hated him, or, you know, just kind of getting ahead of like, yeah, that makes sense. Like, if I do say that, my brain wouldn't be working well.
what sparked this very interesting video topic for today is I was watching this movie called After Death with my family the other night. By the way, if you haven't seen that movie, you should definitely watch it because it is insane. But it sparked this idea for me.
Wait, what was it? Sorry.
Video topic for today is I was watching this movie called After Death with my
It's Angel Studios. After Death. Okay, I haven't seen that one. Probably gonna have to check out the God Awful movies on that one. They like cover all these, and boy, is that a good show. You got to check that out if you haven't seen it. God Awful movies. It's a Puzzle in a Thunderstorm show. That's the name of their LLC. It's really good.
My family the other night. By the way, if you haven't seen that movie, you should definitely watch it because it is insane. But it sparked this idea for me because I was thinking about the inevitable for all of us, something that we all have in common here on this earth. Whether we like it or not, we will all take our last breath. And so many people have different beliefs behind what will happen after that last breath. Will it be darkness? Will it be black? Are we going to heaven if we're a good person? Are we going to hell if we're a bad person? And there's people that
No, none of that. Just non-existence, you know. Yeah.
have dedicated their lives to proclaiming that there is nothing after this life here on this earth. And
There isn't. I mean, how could there be? Like, it's so weird when people like, I'm expected, I guess, to go, I don't know what happens after you know, but like, I feel like we do know. I feel like we know. Like, the brain that does the experiencing of the world and everything would not be functioning anymore. The thing that provides what seems to me to be consciousness won't exist anymore, which means the consciousness won't exist anymore. I don't know why this is so difficult for people, right? They're like, no, but I need to keep on existing. I can't just not exist. That's terrifying. What? No, I have to keep on existing forever. You know, in a place that apparently is going to fill up really fast or something. I don't know. How big is heaven supposed to be, or hell? I guess I don't know. Maybe hell. That's part of it. It's a subway station. You're just standing there, just next to people. Damn. An eternity of just holding that bar next to like a million people, and you just never get off the subway.
I thought it would be really interesting to talk about today their last breath and what they had said on their deathbed before taking that last breath. Yeah, I thought it'd be a really interesting video topic for today. So with that being said, let's dive in.
Let's dive in. And if you want to dive in to your butt, go to adamandeve.com. Enter code word brain. Sorry, dude said I was a perv, so I'm just trying to drive it home that, you know, that I'm going to scare him off. I'm going to scare him off my butt jokes.
Number 1 is Caesar Borgia. He was an Italian nobleman, which means that he was of the highest social class. Caesar was an atheist and focused on building his life here on...
Wasn't there like a television show about them, about the Borgias or whatever? And they were like the church, but like they were involved in like the mafia or something, right? Y'all know what I'm talking about? Anyway.
On earth. Yet his last words, while I lived, I provided for everything but death. Now I must die, and I am unprepared to die. Number 2 is Sir.
Okay. Yeah, it just sounds like a normal thing a normal person would say before they die. Like, I was not prepared for this. Okay, I thought that I'd be, I thought I'd be ready, but I'm not. Like that. Yeah, of course. I bet you a lot of people say, but I thought the Borgias were famous Catholics. Like, what are you talking about? Oh, Tracy said Gam is awesome. Hell yeah, it is. It is a great show. It's one. It's a show I never miss. I felt so bad too, because and I know it's got to be so annoying. Here's my Gam story for the week. I talk to Noah every so often, if he's been on my older shows and stuff like that before. And so, I'll message him here and there. And he messed up on the last, not the last one, but the one before the last, whatever. And he said that they'd never done a show with Seth Andrews before. And it was his first appearance on God Awful Movies. Well, my introduction to God Awful Movies was their episode 100, which was the one with Seth Andrews. So I was very confused. I was like, what? Am I crazy? Am I misremembering something from the past? Because you would think somebody like Noah would know that, it's his show. And it was episode 100. It was kind of a big milestone for them. So it was just weird to me that he forgot that. But, and so I messaged him and I thought that it was the most recent one. And, yeah, apparently I was a week behind. And he was like, I know. I said it last week, man. I already told you. I told everybody on the show the next week. I said, I made a mistake. I forgot that it was episode 100. And I was like, oh, shit. I thought I was listening to today's. I thought I was helping you. I'm sorry. And then you just go from trying to help out to super annoying because, he's gotten 200 million people be like, dude, what are you talking about? Look, episode 100, And so even a week later, he's like, are you kidding me? This feels like the TPS reports from Office Space. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? So I kind of felt bad, but yeah. Anyway, yeah, it's a great show. It's a great show. Seth Andrews was just on it just recently. It's a great show. Check it out.
Sir Thomas Scott, an atheist who was a chancellor of England. Being taken suddenly ill and finding himself dying, he cried out to the Roman priest who sought to comfort him, and he said, until this moment, I thought there was neither a God nor a hell. Now I know, and I feel that there are both, and I am doomed.
Thank you. Yeah, they're papal dynasty, right? They're exactly religious. What the hell are they? What is she talking about? Famous atheists' last words before dying. And who was this one? I didn't even get. But yeah, the Borgia, and it wasn't. Am I? This might have been the conspiracy world that I don't remember. But wasn't Caesar Borgia or whatever where we get our modern day Jesus from, like the blonde hair, blue eyed Jesus or whatever? Isn't that where we get that from? I don't know. I remember them saying that in the conspiracy world before, But this lady, I'm sure she would have said something like that.
To perdition by the just judgment of the Almighty. Number 3, this name might sound
Sir Thomas Scott. I don't know who that is.
Familiar, which is Voltaire.
And you know what?
Voltaire. That's right.
Hair. I would personally like to learn about Voltaire.
Voltaire was a French writer, philosopher, and historian. He was famous for his wit and his criticism of Christianity. He believed that Christianity was corrupt. Yet the famous anti-Christian atheist on his deathbed said, I have swallowed nothing but smoke. I have intoxicated myself with the incense that turned my head. I am abandoned by God and man. And then he said this to his physician, I will give you half of what I am worth if you will give me 6 months of life. And when he was told that this was not possible, he replied with this.
Like doctor's like, doesn't really work like that, dude. I don't care, how much money you got. Doesn't work. I don't have a magic thing that can do it. We don't, the zombie thing from Game of Thrones, that was just from a show. Dude, it's not real. You can't, it's sorry. I don't know what to tell you.
Then I shall die. And
that is actually like a person anyway. You kind of don't have any personality. You're just sort of like a walking shell of a person anyway. I don't think you'd really want to do that.
Go to hell. His nurse said, for all the money in Europe, I wouldn't want to see another unbeliever die. All night long, he cried for forgiveness. Number 4 is probably one of the
Okay. I don't know how much I buy stuff like that. Because again, he pissed off a lot of Christians. So they have a lot, and a lot of these Christians were quite powerful. And so They can just say that he said stuff and spread stuff like that. I don't know if it's true or not, but I could absolutely see, you know, wherever this girl's getting her information from being completely tainted by, you know, religious nonsense. But all right, y'all. I gotta wrap her up. All right. And if you want to wrap her up, just go to adamandeve.com. Enter that code word Brentley at checkout, and you can wrap her up with loops to like slide around with and stuff. It's a lot of fun. Go to adamandeve.com. Enter code word Brentley at checkout to get 50% off almost any one item. 6 free movies, 3 free gifts, and free shipping on the whole order. Go to adamandeve.com. Enter code word Brentley. I turned down the ads. Hopefully the ads weren't as annoying this time. I'm trying to figure out how to do this. Anyway, so because you know, then you're just getting hit with these ads, getting hit with those ads. There's just, you know, ads all anyway. But go to adamandeve.com, enter code word Brentley at checkout, and get your butt some stuff. Okay. Also, if you want to support the show, you can support us by supporting our sponsor, adamandeve.com, or you can do a bunch of other crap. You can become a patron at patreon.com/bunkapostate. You can do a one-time payment on Cash App, and the cash tag is bunkapostate. You can become a member, right, by hitting that join button, or being one of the lucky few that hang out in the chat enough to get a free one every so often, because we do that quite often around here. So, yeah. So, and if you want to email me, my email is bunkapostate@gmail.com. But you know, if I get anything wrong, or if there's anything you want me to talk about more, or you know, stuff you want me to cover more, whatever, you know, just let me know. Whatever. I love hearing from you. Also, you can comment below if you're watching this after the fact, you know, that sort of thing. Also, if you wanna hit that like button, I always forget about that. And appreciate it. Anything you can do there as far as your button pushing abilities, you know, you got some clicks to spare. I know. You don't want to give them up, but yeah, if you want to join the Discord, we got a Discord, and you can follow me on all the socials. So yeah, you should check it out. It's a lot of fun. All right. Well, hey, the main thing is to stay logical, loving, skeptical, and compassionate, and we will see you next time.